1 in 10 persons, according to United States, is known to have some form of allergic reaction. Pretty much, if you're going to a classroom that have around 26 kids, at least 2 persons should have a form of allergic reaction. Allergies everywhere. Some people say the cause might be due to the hygiene hypothesis. Pretty much as we're getting to the modern age, we're getting cleaner. But then, how is this created in the human body? It is known that there is some form of complex proteins that are in products, and when our body is exposed to them, our immune system responds to this foreign complex protein that results in a release of this particular type of antibody, IgE, and this here causes the body to respond in aggressive ways like vomiting, swelling, and hives. But it could be as extreme as crashing blood pressure, inability to breathe. 90% of these particular foods can provoke this type of reaction, and they are common in 8 products: fish to eggs, milk to peanuts to tree nuts, sesame currently, cactaceous. You can be exposed to a minimum 2 of these, and it can be 3, 4. Some people can be allergic to more than 4, which is really crazy. Now, there are different studies currently out there that is finding ways to reduce this particular allergic reaction. One here is known as a change in the dose exposure of those particular food that contains those proteins. Another one here is a form of medication that will try to limit the release of IgE. Another one here is comparing 2 groups with early exposure to food products to groups that are late to exposure to food products, and what they found was around 80% also difference in terms of people that were early exposed to those food products had a low chance of developing food allergies compared to those at a later age bracket. Really big deal in terms of changing the perception about whether we should prevent kids from eating those foods versus having kids to have exposure to those type of foods earlier on in their lives. And future techniques, it might be the use of mRNA technology, kind of similar to what we used in COVID. Overall interesting practices that are out there that will hopefully limit the allergic reactions that we are currently exposed to, and even pretty much worldwide.